Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Barbosa. It is day 4 of me building on this 14-day pirate themed island. Today we are finally building. I'm so excited. We're gonna work on the entrance today. I'm at my airport. I'm dressed as like a I don't know, so someone who was abandoned on an island, maybe? That's the vibe for today. I did want to give a quick few updates before we get started. I have been working on tearing down more of those back cliffs, so there's that. And then in yesterday's video we were working on the mood board, which is still actually over here. I might be pulling some items from over here, but I do want to kind of keep this here for now so I can still remember the vibes that I'm going for. I'm still super happy with how that turned out. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it today. Here is the challenge. I decided to pick an island with resident services super close to the airport, so this is going to be interesting. I know what I want to do with the entrance, but I'm just not sure if the space is really going to allow me to do it full out, so we might just make it a miniature version. Essentially, I want to start off with a beach and start off with putting a bunch of sand down, and the entrance is kind of gonna be like you washed up on shore of a small island and you come across this cave, and the cave is going to lead into the pirate town, or the part of the island that's going to be the town. So I do plan to surround resident services with a deck code and make it like the dock, and everything is pretty much going to have sand everywhere on this island, but I'm just going to continue laying down the sand path, and then I'll probably cut the rest out because you don't really need to see me lay down a ton of sand path. So I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible for you guys to watch. But yeah, I'm just gonna fill this whole area with sand and I will be right back. Okay, well that didn't take long at all. No, actually it did. It took me about 25 minutes to get that done. Anyways, I filled in all the sand around resident services as well because I'm not sure how far out we are going to be building today. I feel like resident services is pretty much part of my entrance at this point, so I just went ahead and filled in all of this sand, but my original idea was to put a tunnel and just lead straight into this corner of resident services. But as I was filling out the sand over here, I thought, why can't I just like block something off right here? Make you walk this way and then have a tunnel here, so at least I have more open space on this side? I'm not sure. I could go for that, but we'll see. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do for this. Oh my gosh, it's always so intimidating starting fresh with a brand new island, and nothing is really like on the ground, so I don't have anything to build off of or work off of. It's always a little intimidating in the beginning. Okay, let's just start with this. I know I want a ruined arch somewhere, so let's just start with that. I'm not sure if I want the tan version or the cream colored version, and like I said, I want it to feel like you just got stranded on an island, so I think this is going to be a fairly natural looking build in the start. What else do I have? I think we're gonna need just a bunch of different flowers and nature type things, maybe some vines of course. I'm also gonna grab some weeds, so let's just start with this. Oh my goodness, I don't know what feels piratey. Okay, actually, we're just gonna start planting this bush. Let's just start with something. Let's plant a bush, and then maybe a flower. Wait, hold on. A bush here, and then a white mum here. I just didn't want to plant this plumera bush and the white mum because they both have white flowers, so I didn't want those two together. And then I'm thinking we can put a cave right here to kind of just frame off this entrance and really have your eyes focus on what's in front rather than resident services right there. So let's use this cave as like a big rock, and maybe I can place a coconut tree right here. Okay, that's a start, that's something, but I think I want to push it a little bit this way, give myself a little bit more room, and then also I don't I guess the coconut tree can stay that size. I have a big one in my pocket as well, but I'm not too sure. And I'm feeling like this area desperately needs some cliffs, of course. It'd be really cool if I could incorporate a waterfall somewhere in this entrance. That would look really nice. I just don't think I have the space for it, and I'm already like right here. Okay, we're just gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it, play around with some ideas, and hopefully it comes together pretty nicely. But the good news is I do feel like I'm making pretty good time on this island so far. Like, it's only day 4, and we're already building out the entrance. I've already grabbed a lot of the items that I think I will be using for the island, so that's also really great. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it all, honestly. I'm not too stressed right now, but that could easily change within the next 2 days or something. Oh, excuse me, Peggy. Okay, so here's the problem. We are already right against resident services, and there's this cliff here, and I want to put things on top of the cliff, but I also wanted to build out the town to the left over here, and I was planning on having a dock run along this front side of this plaza, but now the cliff is in the way. So I either have to adjust my plans or not put that giant cliff there. But I kind of like the look of it. Like, it is blocking resident services pretty nicely, and the way that this is going, it does seem like you're gonna have to enter through this side. So I might curl around here, which I don't really mind because that does take up even more space on the island, and with a short time span of building out this island, I do want to make builds that take up a lot of space, which I shouldn't have too much problem with because most of it is going to be water, because it's going to be a giant ocean. But all the little filler bits, I do want them to feel a little bit bigger than normal, if that makes any sense. Okay, so this is a start. I do really like the look of this. Like, I like how you can't really see much but cliff when you're right here along the airport. It already feels like you're a part of a separate island. I do like that, but I do think I want to push out this coconut tree one space outwards. I might even change it to a big one to fill in more of the space and give it a little bit more room. Also, something else that I haven't really decided on is if I'm going to be using bamboo trees on this island. I did get some from a treasure island, however, I'm just not sure like how much I'm going to use those. Same with just the regular hardwood trees. I just don't know what the vibe of the island is, or if I'm just gonna use coconut trees exclusively. Okay, I do think I want to change this to a big one. I think that's just gonna look a little bit better. Plant that there. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, perfect. Let's see, I do have a wheat field. Let's just put that there to make it a little bit more realistic, and then I might put a code right here and then put a second wheat field right in front of the coconut tree, and then we'll put our second one right here just to make this sole wheat field not look too boxy. And it still kind of looks boxy. Okay, we do need to move this over just ever so slightly. Something like that. That is good right there. Okay, and then I think I do want to place a vine on this corner of this cliff, just because whenever you curve off the cliffs right here, it leaves this green right angle piece of grass, and I don't really like that. I wish the sand would just go all the way to the edge. I know that's kind of asking a lot, and it's a little nitpicky, but I don't know. I just wish it didn't look like that at times. Okay, that is already, I think, looking pretty good. Maybe I'll move over the cliff or this giant rock a little bit that way, because I do want to put in a waterfall right here. I don't know if I can do a 2-tiered waterfall. I don't think I have enough space for it. Or maybe I do. Okay, I think I do. I just can't place another tree on this top cliff because there definitely won't be any room if I throw in a waterfall right here. But I do want to place another coconut tree on this corner, so I'm gonna have to do that little trick. What is that called? I haven't done it in so long, but like the corner tree trick? I don't know if that's what it was called. I forget the name of it. But then I also want to put one like right here in this center, and if I do that... Okay, change of plans. We're gonna put one here, and then we're going to move this tree back. And then I don't have to do the corner trick. That's what it's called, the corner trick. It just came to me. Alright, let's throw in a waterfall right about there. I do want it to go out a bit more so you see it. And then the top one up here, is gonna be just a single waterfall. The unfortunate thing is that this cliff is gonna look a bit awkward because it's only like a couple spaces big, so I might just block off these awkward corners with a bush there. Maybe I'll throw in a flower on the other side, curve out this edge, and curve out that edge, and then we're gonna curve this side of this cliff as well. Oh, it won't let me curve this corner. I thought I was able to curve that. Okay, that's fine. I guess we're just gonna have to extend this a bit more and put it like that. Okay, I do really like this. The only thing is it's not going to look as natural, so what I think I might have to do, and by natural I mean like the waterfall isn't flowing into anything, and I'm trying to avoid waterscaping on top of the sand because that's just going to create more problems with the grass and it's just going to look really weird in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of when it does that, so what I do want to do is put down some of my water path here. This is going to solve all of my problems. And I think I'm just going to make it like curve underneath the big cave item, so it just looks like some water's running under the rock. I could even make it curve all the way down here underneath the wheat field too. How does that look? I think I like that. Okay, let's keep on filling out this water path. Oh my goodness, Peggy is so interested in what I am building. Honestly, whenever you start building on your island, like the very first build, you always get the villagers coming in to see what you're working on because there's nothing else on the island. Like, they're just bored walking around looking at nothing. So once you finally start decorating, they're just so interested in what you're building. Okay, wait, that actually looks so cool. I kind of don't even want to cover it up with the rock because I really like the look of that. It's like a little lagoon, a little pond. I did like the cave there. What do I do? Well, I do know I want to put the wheat field back right here. I think I do want to put the cave. I want to fill this up a bit. I don't want it to feel too open. So let's put the cave. Oh, I kind of like it turned that direction. I didn't really even consider turning it another way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just turn it back. I'll probably change that like a bunch of different times if I'm honest. Now I think if I can, I think I want to place one more right here. I don't know if it's gonna fit. It does fit. Do I like it though is the real question. I don't know if I like it. If it was like a little bit more that way, I might like it. Oh, can I push it a little more that way? No, it's still a little too close to the other cave. Maybe I will like it a little bit better if I turn it that direction and then throw in a bush right here. Throw in a little bit of weeds. Hopefully that will grow out a bit more because I want this to really feel like a jungly type part of the island. So something like that. That looks pretty cool as an entrance. Yep, that is the look for sure. Okay, if I can fit in one more palm tree on this cliff, that would be perfect. Or coconut tree. I don't know why I keep calling them palm tree. I mean, technically they are, right? Like, is that the same thing? But I do want to do the cliff trick on this little corner right here. So how this works is you're able to put a tree on the very edge of a cliff if you make two squares like I just did, curve out this corner, and then you can plant a tree. I'm gonna have to place down a little square of sand because it's a coconut tree that I'm trying to put down, but by doing that, you're able to place a tree right here on this cliff. If this is new to you, I hope that's helpful, but yeah, I've been using that for years in playing this game. It's so good. And then you're able to still curve off this corner right here, and it's perfect. Now there is just like this straight line, which I don't really like. But I'm gonna make that look a little bit more natural by putting a bush on that corner. And then let me just fill in this water right here. Put down my sand again. And I might actually curve off that corner, put some more vines. Actually, that is a lot of vines. I don't know if I like that many vines there. So we might just have to place something here to block off that cliff a bit more, and then we'll put our bush up here on this cliff. Also, I apologize if you're able to hear the fan of my computer in the background. It's kind of taking on a lot right now as I'm building out this area, but I am loving the vibes of this already. This is exactly what I wanted. And then, let me see what it would look like if we had the ruined arch somewhere over here. Okay, interesting. I kind of want to push it out a little bit more this way. So I'm thinking of actually taking out this bush that I just placed, taking down the cliff a little bit more, and then pushing it up against this edge here of this palm tree. Also, hello Iggly. He's honestly growing on me. I'm really liking Iggly, you guys. He's pretty cute. And I'm not a huge fan of the penguins, but Iggly might change my mind about them, honestly. Like, look at him. Okay, that looks so much better. I really, really like that. And then we're gonna put another big cliff on this corner, so it just feels like a secluded area. But let's put a bush, I think. Where do I want to put the bush? I think we'll do one back here in this corner, and then I'll probably do another plumera right here, another bush here, and then the cliff. Now, I was a little hesitant on actually using the dark flowers that I got, but I think they actually might look good in this area, so I think I am going to use some of them. Yeah, I don't know. It just really darkened the whole build when I used them in my mood board, so I probably will use them sparingly and really just focus on using the white mums. I just don't think I need a ton of flowers for this island, honestly. I'm just going to focus on a lot of the more natural type of items to use to decorate, like the weeds and the vines, things like that. Really use a lot of different trees. And again, it's hopefully going to be majority water, so there's not going to be too many flowers around. And also I think it's time for me to use a few other trees. I might try the bamboo, see if I like it. If I don't, we could always take it out and use a hardwood tree. Okay, back at the build, and oh my goodness, more and more people are showing up. Okay, Peggy. Peggy is really liking the waterfall. Alright, I guess we're not gonna plant anything over there for the time being. So for now, let's place this plumera right here. I do think I want to, oh wait, I actually need to fit right there. Peggy, I do need you to move. It's okay, I can actually get up through here. I do want to place a flower. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna place a black lily on this corner, and then I want to place one more coconut tree right here to kind of frame off this little archway. So it looks a little bit more hidden like that, I guess. And then I should probably put another vine because you can kind of see the little gap between the ruined arch and the cliff. So that covers it up just a tad bit more. And here is where I think I'm going to start building out my next cliff. There's something throwing me off. I think I want the arch to move over a bit and be a little bit closer to the cliff. So just like half a tile more that way. Push that back. And yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. And then in order to fill in this gap, I think I need to build out the cliff a little bit more that way. And also place a vine right here. Yeah, that looks so much better. Can I still put a vine on this corner? No. What if I move this a little bit forward and then I can place the vine? Okay, there we go. So much better. I just love placing vines on the corners, just where they go naturally. It looks so good. Alright, so I did throw in another tree up there, and then I also filled it in with a few more flowers and weeds. I do think I will go for a bamboo right here. It's time to fill in a few of these cliffs a bit more with some more greenery and stuff. I would love to put some wheat fields up here. And probably some more flowers and things, and some bushes. Like a bush would look really good right here, and probably also in front of the palm tree. I will say there's just something so therapeutic about working on natural islands and just being able to place a bunch of different flowers and weeds and bushes everywhere. Like, I haven't really placed many items yet, but this area is already so full and it's just so fun filling in all this stuff with just so many plants. I really missed working on a natural island, and I think that's why it's taking me so long to work on Metropolis. Like, doing city core takes a lot of brain energy, and trying to make faux buildings, it's just very difficult at times, and making it all look realistic and natural and flow together. But with natural islands, it's just, you get to place a bunch of flowers and things wherever you want and pretty much do whatever you want, and I just think that's so fun. I really miss this. Now, this island is definitely going to be a hybrid of town and natural, but I'm just having so much fun building out this front area with this tropical vibe. I really missed building like this. But I think after I place this flower, I think this is about all that I'm going to do for this top cliff here. I do need to order some more wheat fields and stuff, so I'll probably fill in all those other little gaps with wheat fields. But I think this is looking pretty good. I really like it. Like, I'm gonna put a wheat field right here to kind of block off that awkward corner of the sand, and a few other little things. But I think now we're just gonna add a few final touches to this front section. Like add in some pirate items to make it known that you are on or you are entering a pirate themed island. And I think one of those things is definitely going to be a pirate map. Maybe also some skull and bones. I think that could be pretty cool. So I grabbed a few items. I think I want to place the map somewhere right here in the front. It looks so cute. I love it there. Oh my god, I love it so much. And then I also grabbed some pirate barrels. So this time I'm actually using the pirate barrels as actual pirate barrels and placing the pirate symbol on the front where you can see it. I grabbed two. I kind of just want to place both, I think. I don't know if I can place anything right here. Do I have enough space? Yeah, I can't put anything right there. That's okay. I think I might just have to put a code instead then, because that area just feels a little bit empty to me. Maybe I'll just throw down this message in a bottle. I think that looks pretty cool, like when you tilt your camera. I like that, it's like a little hidden detail. Okay, yeah, so we got the pirate barrels there. I'm not trying to clutter this area too much, I just want to give off the pirate vibe. So I could either put down a dropped fragment right there, or I can put in the skeleton. I feel like doing both is a little much. We have the creepy skeleton item, and I may or may not re-customize that a little bit later to make it the like mossy version of it, so it fits in a little bit more and it kind of shows you that that's been sitting there for some time. Maybe I'll move this a little bit over. What else can I do? I think something just needs to go right here, just like some kind of code. I just feel like something needs to go here too, I just don't know what. I'll probably just put in a weed for now. Oh, not right there. I would like it to go right behind the puddle, thank you. Now what I want to do is actually put in some plank codes, probably just right along the edge of the arch right here. Like I have this one, and I think that actually looks pretty good. So let's put this down, and it's kind of just welcoming you into the arch. Oh my goodness, you guys, I really like this. I think I'm going to move this shell actually and place it somewhere over here. Would it look good on the puddle? Yeah, I kind of like it on the puddle. This looks so cool. I really like it. It's very simple a little bit, in terms of the items at least, but it's just surrounded by nature. It's not the exact vibe that I had in my head. Like, I was envisioning it being a little bit more open, having a little bit more sand peeking through, but I think this is very cozy and fun. That bamboo tree in the corner is going to grow in a little bit more, so I'm probably going to stunt it. I don't want it to be too tall, but everything else I really like. And then just imagine all the weeds grown in. It's gonna look so good. I'm so happy with this. So now I have a little bit more time. I think I do want to at least start framing out the beginning portions of resident services, and then we might work on this tomorrow. But I'm so excited about this entrance. So this little alleyway of sand is kind of bugging me, and I think I want to fill it in with some pathing. I don't know if I want to do the deck code or if I want to do something a little different like this rock code. It's a little bit a mix of a road and just like a natural rocky area, but it seems a little bit too dark to go behind the archway. I think I actually might do the plank code that I have. We're just gonna fill this part in with this code, so once you enter the archway, it finally leads into the town part. And I know this is also kind of like dark as well, but it just feels a little different. So my original plan was to surround resident services with this wooden plank code all the way around, and it's just going to be like the introduction to the town. I'm just so excited about this theme, you guys. This is so fun. As I mentioned, it's been quite some time since I've done a natural thing. I think the last one was Gardenia, and I know that was like a recent island, but I haven't been playing for a few months, so it's actually been some time in real life since I've done anything like this. It's just a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be working on a new island. Okay, so this little piece right here is looking a little bit awkward. I don't know how to fix this. I feel like I have to put an item here in order to make that look a little better, but I don't really want to block off this corner too much, and I don't want you to see anything too distracting through the archway. I wonder if I can just put like a wooden box right there. That might have to do. I don't know how I feel about it, seeing it through the archway. That was my main worry about putting that there. Alright, I also grabbed a plain wooden shop sign. Is that gonna look good? It definitely is better, but it kind of makes me still want to layer something behind it, so here comes the box again. And then the boot on top of it. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. It feels pirate-like because the sign is pirate-like. This sign is actually, I think, supposed to be Sirius Black from Harry Potter, but doesn't he look like a pirate, like a wanted sign or something? I kind of want to put in some water. Should I put in some water right here? Like make another little beachside corner, because I genuinely don't have a plan of what I'm doing on the right side of this entrance area. I think I might actually put Mermaid Lagoon, like my mermaid little area, somewhere over here in the corner. So this might be a lot of ocean, and then you have to keep exploring to the right side in order to get to the mermaid section of this island. So I think I do want to start framing out some water over here, and maybe I can make like a little dock into the water and place a boat somewhere on it. I think that could be pretty cute. Like this could be the port where ships come in and deliver all of their supplies and things. I think that could be a pretty cool idea. So that means there's going to be a lot of water to the right side, which I kind of like because it introduces you to the ocean. We'll have some houses probably going back here. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Although I think I want to fix the path of the water a little bit more, bring it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. I like that shape a little bit more. We're gonna put another straight piece and then a curved piece right here. Normally when I make islands, I do come in with a plan, but this one, like I said, I really just had 2 or 3 builds that I knew I really wanted to put together, and the rest of this is just something I'm gonna wing. I think I kind of like that. I think I like going in just with nothing really set in stone and just having fun with it, playing around with different ideas. I've truly missed that feeling about this game because I've just been working on 1 or 2 islands for so long, and they've been in development, like they're almost done, so they already have their style and stuff, but this is something new and I love, love, love starting something new. Alright, so this is in desperate need of some weeds right here, and then I do want to just place in a few plank codes. But that also means I need to place this piece down. I don't know, do I just want to put 1 dock piece? I might just put 1 instead of 2. So as you guys can probably tell, this is more of like a natural kind of pirate island. I'm not doing too many towny bits and using too many castle items and things. I'm going for a very lush and natural kind of feel. Like a lot of the walls are gonna look more run down and sandy, very inspired by the Caribbean. or at least Pirates of the Caribbean, like that kind of town and that kind of style. So yeah, a bunch of palm trees, natural buildings. Okay, this is exactly why I chose this code. For this reason, putting down a rope, it looks so realistic and so fun. I love that detail. There we go. So there's the plank. Should I take out a little piece of this so then it just flows naturally into the dock? I think I should. Oh my gosh. This is so cool looking. And then you just see water. I think I'm going to extend the sand even further. So all you see in this frame right here is ocean. Like you're going to see probably 1 or 2 boats out there. But mostly ocean and probably a little island in the distance. This is really reminding me of my island Kakamora. That one was just so much fun. I enjoyed that a lot, honestly. Ooh, you know what else I can do? I can probably place a few of these bridge codes to bring this out a bit more and then put something right there. Not really sure what right now, but I'll place something here just to break up the wood. A little extra something to the shoreline, like a cute little bridge moment. I'm not sure how far out I'm gonna make it. Okay, now that I put some of this pathing here, I think this would actually be a really cool spot for a lighthouse. I'm just liking the whole brick idea, so I added in this little piece of the water code. I just love this code so much. This is perfect. Alright, so I placed these little decoy ducks. They're so cute, especially on top of the ripples in the water. And then I think I might put a boat here, which makes me think I should move this one a little bit closer to the other one so the boat doesn't block the duck. Okay, look how cute they are. I think Iggly likes them too. This makes me so happy. I think I need like a wooden box right here or something to show like the boat is unloading something. But let's actually place this boat down somewhere. There, it kind of looks like it's just docked at the dock. I don't know. Do I want it the other way around though? Ooh, I kind of like it facing that way. But I know that doesn't make any sense. Like the boat's gonna come in this direction. I feel like I should have put in the dock going this direction. I'm curious to see what that would look like. I can't really tell if I like it better or not. I don't think I do. I think I liked the sideways version of it. So let's just turn the boat the other way around and I think that will look a little bit better. So I just need to go ahead and fix all this again. Okay everyone, so I have come back. I actually took a little bit of a break and I did end up fixing the dock. I do think I like this version much better, having it go horizontal. And then I also extended some of the sand and the water. So this is what it looks like. I also threw in, I don't know if I showed this already, but I threw in a palm tree right here. And then I also extended some more of this pathing. I think this is going to be like a little lighthouse shack, lighthouse building. Not really sure. We'll figure it out, but I can see myself putting some barrels right there. And then I also extended more sand and then I put the deck all the way around resident services to give us a good start for tomorrow. But I think this is where I'm going to stop for today. I am very happy. Oh wait, I actually, hold on, before I stop, I did go ahead and customize the yacht. I just wasn't really liking the other version that I had. It just felt a little too modern looking to me. So I customized it to be the broken down, rusted looking boat. So that is going to be right here. But everything else I really like. I like a lot actually. I'm not really sure if I want the ducks here. I know they were so cute, but I feel like there's just a little bit too much white and I'm trying to make everything a little bit darker. And speaking of, I'm not sure if I'm going to be setting this DA in the daytime or at nighttime. I think it'd be really cool if I got like a stormy day. We'll see. We'll see as I build out the island and figure out what I like and as the vibes come together and seeing what looks best for this island. But so far, this is what we've built. I'm so happy with this. I'm really excited to continue building. And then here is our entrance again that we had built. I'm very pleased with how this has turned out, especially with resident services being so close. I think I've cornered it off and like closed it off quite nicely, and then we still got more room to build over here. Yeah, I just love these vibes. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe. It would help me out a ton. But also if you would just like to follow along with the rest of this series, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know I am. But yeah, I will go ahead and see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!